She just keeps getting up. Fuck. Oh.
Smoking cigars and flying F1 private jets every other weekend. He has 5 Bugattis right now in his garage. 5 Bugattis. His garage can only fit 2 of them. How'd he do it? He's just simply not much of a signal man.
He also traffics women on the side.
Yep, bro. He has a side hustle. He has a side hustle now. Thanks to Oxford University.
You too can become like Phantom Dragon 13 at
Hustle
University /
No, I'm not like that. What did you say?
Use promo code I hate women.
What the fuck came out of your mouth? What came out of your fucking mouth?
Use this code, get 1 month free.
That's crazy. You just gotta act like you ain't hear me.
How would you? Are you making a Venn diagram? Yo.
Whenever you urge it, that's what you earn. The king of the hearses, king of the clowns, the king of the circus, king of the.
No, he's on the move again.
Show me your worst hit go. 9 mil to
you bastard.
Spine chill when the turn roll.
Oh, I told you.
If you thinking that you can hurt the go, heard that you taking the crown and something. Grave danger. Pull the chain and your pacemaker. When it comes to my waist paper, I leave the waist and you waist paper.
Here we go. Here we go, guys.
What the fuck? Bring it down to hell play spaces. We trade blows and I train places. That great way to life. Tap dance in your
shit out of this. Shit out of this. I'm gonna stretch on Mjolnir. From Oh, okay. Okay. I heard. Okay.
They strike, but they fail at all the cooler. Wrong way, I might hand a call to Lucifer. Judge, jury, executioner. Blood dripping from your jugular thug. Bitch, I've been a hooligan. All of you scared, you prepare for the future, but I'm here to tell you the future is now. All of you talking, you grinding your teeth, so it's fair that you losers got room for the crown. Every road is a fork that is leading to me, bitch. I'm taking a spoon at your mouth, and I'm hearing you talking, but everything ain't in the key. If you're told, if I'm told you out. Landway, landway, we can call it quits. Landway, landway, you take all of it. Landway, landway, you can call me bitch. Landway,
cheap.
You ain't shit. Hey, tap dance in your crack. So sad I can't hold back, niggas toe tag when I
I'm getting shot. I'm getting shot. I'm getting shot. Energy sword guy. Keep an eye out.
I just wiped out the entire team.
There's no escape.
Jesus Christ, everything I'm using takes up so much Still running damn near that much percent because OBS is now stretching its fucking legs. You little shit. Okay. Bro tossed it up with no enthusiasm, no force, no aggression, no nothing. Like, he just casually threw it.
I'm about to get the axe, keep running in a fire, never met a match. Put you in a body bag, ain't the type of
everything? Didn't even look like he broke a fucking sweat, just casually tossed it in the air. Like, I know the remote controlled, but come on, man.
5 guys?
Yes. You got a problem with that?
Are they big guys?
Fuck no. Small guys. I can't take big 5 no, I can't. Hey, yo! Clap, 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 clap. Clap, 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 clap. Oh, hell no. You thought I was gonna get away? Fade ran.
Oh my god!
This motherfucker's about to get his fucking fade ran. Wait a fucking minute.
Ayo, 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 ayo,
No way.
ayo, bro,
No
bro,
way.
bro,
No
ayo,
way.
bro, Snake had the real confidence. Snake had the real
No
confidence.
way.
Hey, yo, man, yo, ride and learn from the best. Ride and learn from the best.
Hey, yo, sneak one of them bitches.
Hey, yo, let me tell you, man. Ride and learn with the, yo, ride and learn from the best. Oh my god! Yo, my homie ride and learn from the best. Oh my god!
See, you're upset because it's queer baiting. I'm actually elated. I get more men on my time.
Also, if I go quiet, I am currently eating, so a little bit of unprofessionalism at the table, but yeah, I skipped breakfast today, so I need something inside me. God damn it, why did I say it like that? Pause. God damn it.
Fuck you! Fuck you! No, he was about to drop kick you. He saw the wind down.
He was about to. I'm not letting him buy Will though.
Yo,
I'm mean. I'm just trying to get my cardio in, you know?
I mean,
just trying to get my cardio in. Just trying to get my cardio in. Yo, man, it's trying to get cardio in too.
no. Cardio's cardio, bro. Everybody gotta get some. Stop being selfish. My man is just breathing down your neck.
Did she cast something or?
No, she just clasped her hands in front of her.
Well, you see, the funny thing about that is, yeah, see, I don't know which one you are, but like, my god kind of is against me being a martyr, or anyone being a martyr, really. So,
But yeah. Once again, thank you all for watching. It is really appreciated. I really do mean this. You guys are awesome to have around. Clip that now because I'm not gonna say that shit later when you guys start reminding me of every wrestler I don't like fighting and then try to put me in a team with them. You're not gonna hear it after that. This is the one time. But yeah, I really do mean it. Thank you guys. Like I said before, it's that pressure of knowing that you are second up. From your introduction, people are going to be comparing you to the person who came before. And like you said, you have to put your own spin on it. The only thing that is really the only issue with that is the fact that because people are drawing constant comparisons, if you try to do something new that's not one-to-one with the original, a lot of people
Now Amir saw his sweet paw lying in wait. Comes in. Oh! Ah!
Those look like they took a fair bit of damage from that one.
Yeah, it didn't land clean, but maybe it's enough, and yes it is! Aaliyah Amir takes the win! Knocking Sweet Paw clean out of the tournament!
I'm gonna hope that my computer does not do some weird stuff while I am in a VC and also trying to set up my fucking model and everything else. Let's hope everything works well, 'cause so far it at least looks like it's working. Even that shit is experimental. So how you guys doing? How's everything going? Hopefully you had a good Tuesday. Mine, interesting. I can say that much about it. After stream though, I'm probably gonna have to like spend a bunch of hours like
Toxic
going through final stuff.
431 says cardio is cardio. Everyone's got to get some, don't be selfish.
Alright. Hey, Toxic, how are you? How far are we? I think in Fallout we're pretty close to the ending. Like, we have to get to the Institute, and then I think after that we should be quote-unquote clear. See the Ray Phoenix tweet? I saw it. It's not looking good for AEW. But then again, I'd be shocked if I heard anything was going good for AEW for more than like 2 weeks. I know it's kind of fucked to say that, but at this point, it's starting to become problematic. It's really problematic. Like, dude needed, I don't know. Pretty much from what I'm getting from the situation, dude was out injured, he needed a doctor, and for some reason, something happened within the company that just didn't allow him to go see one. And that was the inhumane treatment, or part of it, that he alluded to earlier in a different tweet. So I don't know what the hell is going on, dude. It's gotten worse. The more comes out about it, the more worse it becomes. I'm just hoping eventually shit actually like looks up. Either that or AEW can get their fucking shit together. That's all I can really say about that. Because at this point, it is honestly worrying how many people have negative stuff to say about AEW. It's worrying. I mean, like I told Red, maybe this will force AEW to at least address these medical issues, like how Punk putting WWE's medical staff on blast did years ago. I'd hope, but I don't know. I'm hoping. I'm just hoping it doesn't end up being like, I'm hoping this doesn't end up as something that, I'm not gonna say drags the leg of the company, but I hope this isn't something that the company ends up going back to at some point, like the CM Punk shit, and it just completely makes it even worse. Because from what I've seen and heard, like, it's obvious Khan is not good with criticism. Even though some of it is like in the more harsher tones, he's shown several times he's not good with it at all. And it's starting to become even more worrying than it should be. But yeah, I do see where you're coming from. I hope it is like the kick in the ass they need to actually get things back on track. Though all things considered, they need that about several things. What in the love of... Okay, what is happening? Everything gonna work? Hello? Okay, there we go. Got somewhere. I mean,
right.
Even harsh. Oh. Hey.
What were you saying before I rudely interrupted by daring to join the PC?
I was pretty much talking to Toxic about some pro wrestling stuff and how one of the company execs of a certain company is being a little bit childish. And by a little bit, I mean he is actively getting worse and worse the more you hear about him from employees and a bunch of mistreatment shit, and it's not the best right now for him. It generally doesn't look good, and it's getting worse by the second.
Oh, you know, small indie companies. You gotta support them.
Shit is not valid either. I can tell you that much.
I love supporting small indie companies like Blizzard.
Yeah, that's why I'm playing Marvel Rivals so much. You know, gives them some motivation. All right, let me fucking. There we go. I mean, even harsh criticism has some level of truth to it. I mean, true, but I feel like the more time I spend on the internet, the less and less I see of actual criticism and more just harsh words. Like 90% of it isn't actually criticism, it's just people being jackasses. And there's so much sorting you gotta do the longer you spend on it, it's just problematic. When Phoenix made the inhumane tweet, I was like, huh? What in the fresh hell do you mean by inhumane treatment? Yeah. I was like, okay, that's really like... That's a really like... The first time I saw that tweet, like, my first reaction was, okay, that is a bold-ass claim. I hope this isn't just, like, you using the wrong word for it. And then I saw the tweet he let out today, which was like, yeah, I needed a doctor for multiple months, and I never got one. And at that point, it was like, oh, okay, it's as bad as you say it is. This isn't you, like, gassing it up. This is actually just that bad. Also, I took off the higher resolution pack, and this game looks a little bit stranger.
Increases crit rate by 10% for every 1 instance of damage dealt. Additionally, deal 1 instance of true damage equal to 66% of the original damage. That's fucked up.
Didn't Punk also get refused medical treatment in AEW too? Or allegedly, at least? I don't know about that one. I didn't look into that very much. I know at that point when that came out, I was just completely tuned the fuck out. So I don't even know like how badly it actually got. Game, you gonna show up?
How are we doing here?
I am trying to get shit to work. Hoping that it could, if it wants to be helpful. It's like 5 seconds. There we go.
Where's the other one?
If the game looks a little bit lower res, that's just because like I took off the higher resolution pack. Probably shouldn't have not done that, but I think that's what was causing the resolution issues.
It's okay. It's all worth it in the end, surely.
Am I mistaken for lack of travel accusation? I think it was a lack of travel. I remember hearing about that. Like when he was at Wembley and he had to find his own way to the arena. I remember hearing about that. And like a bunch of people having to, but no one telling Punk in advance and stuff like that. I remember hearing that. The refusing medical treatment, I don't remember hearing about that bit. Where am I going? What am I doing here? What is the purpose? Why I be here? Right, dead drop. If I remember right, we need to make the teleporting point to get inside the Institute, and I think at that point we'll be pretty close to the end of the game. I'm not sure exactly. I just know a little bit. Promotions that are at least national size, AEW, New Japan, etc. Covering up travels. Covering the travel is like the minimum. Yeah. I know. They'll at least have a bus or something. I don't know. I don't know what happened with Wembley, personally. All I remember is that like a bunch of people knew that. All I know is that like no one else seemed to have that issue. I think it was just Punk who was unaware, or someone didn't tell him what was going on.
I got, oh my god. Somebody drew a character from Dawn to Dawn with darker skin, and now I got Ku Klux Klan members in my timeline. I don't know what to do.
I remember that one person who drew like both characters as black.
I believe we're talking about the same person.
Yeah. They got a lot of attention for it though. Like their commissions are closed and everything now. And the VA is actually used like that both sides of the image as their like profile pics.
Yeah, it's just like I don't know why you people are just like maybe I don't know how we're gonna get the Hitler particles away from like society, but we're gonna figure out a way, okay? If I have to filterize you all through like a Brita filter, then it's okay. I will do that.
Brita filter? You think that's gonna help?
I'm willing to try a lot of things.
Damn.
Over the it's like that it's the one video of the guy that's just like I got a Ku Klux Klan member in my comp. And get this Ku Klux Klan. Oh my god, I love him. I wonder how he's doing.
He's famous on the internet, either one of two things. Either one, he's still out there and he's alright, or two, depression and probably out of a job. Got what in your timeline? Welcome to modern day Twitter, where even looking at something you don't want to see turns it into your timeline for the week. You see a post that you actually think makes sense, well, now you see every other opinion about that post that you generally don't want to see. What is Nick shooting at? What the fuck you shooting at him? Oh, okay. It's always armor pieces. It's fucking always armor pieces. Like give me more legendary weapons, please. You're gonna keep giving me armor pieces. Don't mark them down as legendary. Just mark them down as like regular shit, please. I generally don't care about armor. I could just not get shot. Sounds wild to say out loud, but come on.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is like the funniest thing ever. Oh, not the funniest thing ever, but it's pretty funny. It's a whole block of text that is just in a different writing or a different language's writing. And just in the middle, it's just full on Latin text, woke Al Qaeda, and then back to the fucking back to a foreign language.
So just in the middle of the rant, just full
like,
on English.
It like at the start, it is at the start. I believe this is I think this is Chinese. This is like very. I can usually tell the difference between like Chinese, Japanese, and Korean. Sometimes I can't, but that's mostly because I'm blind. Listen, guys, I have glasses for a reason. It's okay. We're working on it. I'll get that 20/20 vision soon. But just in the middle of this text, just woke Al Qaeda.
That is, huh? Since a lot of my Twitter feed is sports related, a baseball player got like $765 million 15-year contract. Oh yeah, wasn't that I remember hearing about this from a friend that was big on baseball. I think it was something Soto. I think he used to play for the Mets. He either used to or was currently, but he became a free agent. Then they offered him a 15-year contract. And that's not even the highest contract. I think the highest was like 800 mil, somewhere in the ballpark of 800 mil. That's like the second highest contract they've ever offered. I don't know shit about it, but shit, I'll learn for that money. I mean, shit. 765 million? You have a lot of people seated for that much money. You're telling me I could go through the rest of my college and not have to starve? Hell yeah. Think it's the new highest, actually? Is it? Because I could have sworn there was one that was higher. If you could look that up, that'd be great. Pierce highest was 700 mil for 10 years. Oh yeah, the loading time is so much faster. What the fuck? Yeah, no, okay. So it was the high texture pack that was causing like the really long load times. Bro, how? How the fuck? Shit. Okay, they mutated. Wonderful. Totally needed that.
Oh yeah, they have another fun little code for free.
Can you die?
Okay, damn.
Not you, damn it.
I giggle. What are you doing?
Currently trying to clear out a base. Just one more person here. There you are. Oh fuck. Spent way too much time aiming that. Not enough time shooting that. Fuck. Got him. Snub nose 44. That's new. Take that in stem pack. Jesus Christ, Nick. Turn around for a quarter of a second, you're like right behind me. Buddy told me in like 5 to 10 years, pro athletes are gonna make $1 billion, I guarantee it. Honestly, shit. For the multi-year contracts they're signing, I would not be surprised at all. Ooh, people are spawning with 44s now. Hell yeah. Finally, I get more ammo for the one good gun I have that can actually kill fast. I probably have to upgrade the deliverer, but fucking hell. $45, that surveyor outfit, nothing else. Tox, you are a problem I wish I could solve. I'm just gonna leave it at that.
Okay.
I'm listening.
That.
Looking for something?
I'm not going any further into this statement. I'm gonna just leave it there. He knows what he did to deserve it.
It's fucked up. It's plain mean.
This motherfucker has been going for months, dropping pipes, like knocking on doors and shit. Mans has been doing this unironically. He's been gutting for my head every time I try to lay it down to sleep. He's been wishing on my downfall. I'm allowed to get away with this.
Okay, but like, if I said I get it, like, ain't gonna hold bestie. I do be praying sometimes. Thank you, next.
Fucking hell. Where is... Okay. This way? Hold on. Nope. There's nothing in there. What's this way? What do you got to say, Tox? Oh! Oh! Okay. Just a casual integrated tank bot. Fuck you. Get out of here.
Okay, let's read all this. What is... Okay, element, ice, path, erudition, rarity, 5-star, basic attack. Wake me up when slumber ends. Deals ice damage equal to 50% of the Herda's attack. That's gonna be a fucking nightmare to read. This character is an upgraded version of Herda. The little tiny robot in HSR. Anyways, guess the name change is nothing different. It is just they have the word "the" added at the front. It is the Herda. That's it. Nothing else.
Just V Herda.
Yes,
at
that
least
is
the
the
original.
name. You know what? For the sake of me reading, I'm not gonna read the Herda. I'm going to say Madam Herda. Deals ice damage equal to 50% of Madam Herda's attack to a single enemy. Skill, Big Brain Energy. Deals ice damage equal to 35% of Madam Herda's attack to one designated enemy, and inflicts 1 stack of interpretation. Deals ice damage equal to 35% of Madam Herda's attack to the target that has been hit by this skill. And by this instance of skill and adjacent targets, this effect can repeat 2 times. What the fuck does that mean? Okay. Talent. What is the passive ability? Hand them over. When enemies enter battle, Madam Herda inflicts 1 stack of interpretation on them. When her enhanced skill primary target has interpretation, the multiplier for the damage dealt increases with each stack, granting an increase of 4/2.5% on the primary target / other targets respectively. Okay, so for the primary target, it's 4%, and for everyone else, it's 2.5%. If at least 2 characters follow the path of erudition in the team, each stack grants an additional increase of 4 to 2.5%. Okay. And this stacks up to 42 times. Amazing.
I feel
so
like
in total, that...
I feel like I'm listening to a lecture.
Okay, so at max, this damage increases on the primary target by 168%, and then let's around fucking 20 some like why can't I do math? This was my like best subject and I can't do shit, dude. 84 plus 21 is 105, I believe. I'm sorry. I'm trying to imagine the numbers adding in my head, but the issue is that I'm also like not in a great mental state, so I'm losing the numbers as I'm adding them.
31 says numbers too big, me just smash
Anyways,
with hammer.
when using her enhanced skill, Herta resets the number of interpretation stacks on the abilities target to 1. After the enemy leaves the battle or gets defeated by any unit, interpretation will be transferred, prioritizing the transfer to elite targets and above. Technique, overworld ability, vibe check. Fucking increases Madame Herta's attack by 40% at the start of the next battle, lasting for 2 turns. And at the start of each wave, inflicts 4 interpretations on all enemies. If there are basic characters in the current map, using Herta's technique will mark the locations of up to 3 of them. After entering battle by using her technique, you can do that. In a simulated universe or divergent universe, Herta deals true damage equal to 99% of the target's maximum HP to enemy targets lower than elite levels, and deals true damage equal to 30% of the target's maximum HP above. Maximum HP to targets at elite level and above. Well, that's not broken at all. Fucking hell. Okay. Whatever.
So this is how
Queen.
chat feels when I start reading out Limbus Company ID stats.
Maybe.
Fucking hell.
You tell me.
I'm like
Anyways.
actively trying to lockpick something and it's pissing me off. There we go.
NANI? Bonus Chase 1. Aloofly honest. Okay. When allied targets attack, inflicts 1 stack of interpretation on the hit enemy target after attacking for one. Oh my god. After attacking for every one target hit by this attack, regenerates a fixed 3 energy for Madame Herta, counting up to a maximum of 5 targets. So that means at max you can get 15 Herta for your 15 energy for Madame Herta if your ally attacks. Great. Amazing. I love energy restoration. Bonus Trace 2, Message from Beyond the Veil. When entering battle, if the team has no fewer than 2 characters following the Path of Erudition, increases all allies' crit damage by 80%. After attacking, applies 1 stack of interpretation to the target that has the highest existing stacks of interpretation among the hit enemy target. What does that mean? After attacking, applies...
You're learning the enemy's damage type weakness. Yeah, I realized like after firing 2 shots, like it just snapped back in my head like, oh yeah, these robots, they don't, lead doesn't work on them. Use energy. Use plasma.
That's like the worst. That's the worst way you could possibly word that. Oh, by the way, when you attack, you apply another stack to the enemy target. I don't know why they phrase it like that. Okay, the trace aloofly honest counts at least 3 targets when calculating the number of targets hit. Starved Landscape of Vakua. For every 1 stack of interpretation inflicted on enemy targets, the Herta increases her ultimate's damage multiplier by 1%, stacking up to 99 times. What is it with this bitch's obsession with, like, wanting to stack her damage in, like, odd numbers? Like, this is atrocious. Okay, ultimate. Told ya magic happens. Rearranges the number of interpretation stacks on all enemies, prioritizing the transfer of the highest number of interpretation stacks to the elite level targets and above. Deals ice damage equal to 100% of the Herta's attack to all enemies. When using ultimate, increases the Herta's attack by 32%, lasting for 2 turns. After they use the Madame Herta, I've been saying the Herta, fucking hell. Okay, Madame Herta immediately takes action and gains 1 stack of inspiration, with inspiration stacking up to 2 times. When holding inspiration, Madame Herta's skill is enhanced to Hear Me Out. Don't know. What's the philosophy when it comes to naming abilities in Hoyoverse? Okay, alright, enhanced skill, hear me out. Consumes 1 stack of inspiration, deals ice damage equal to 40% of Madame Herda's attack to one designated enemy, and inflicts 1 stack of interpretation. Deals ice damage equal to 40% of her 40% of Madame Herda's attack to the target that has been hit by this instance of skill and their adjacent targets repeating 2 times. Finally, deals ice damage equal to 20% of Madame Herda's attack to all enemies. That sounds fucking low. And it is. But I mean, I guess there is just a lot of increasing damage. So it's not that bad. But it's okay. It does do big numbers though, so. Alright, well. I still don't think I'm pulling for them. That's a lie. I'm a gambling addict. I'm gonna pull at some point. What about your Eidolons? I didn't even think about that. Oh my god. I like to think the silent whispered fuck was just a sign of you being disappointed that I'm gonna be reading more.
It's not. I ended up fighting an irradiated fucking thing and it caught me off guard.
Knight at Shorefall, E1. When Madame Herda's enhanced skill calculates the number of interpretation stack, it additionally counts 30% of the number of interpretation stacks on the 2 targets with the highest stacks among the skill and adjacent target. What? Okay, so when it's doing its damage calculations, the two enemies with the most interpretation stacks will just get like another 30% increase in interpretation stacks, i.e. their damage is increased. Okay, that's okay. Win through keyhole E2. After an ally attack, Madame Herda applies 1 stack of interpretation to the target that has the highest interpretation stacks among the hit enemies. When enemy targets get inflicted with interpretation and if their number of stacks reaches 42, Madame Herda gains 1 stack of inspiration. This effect can only trigger once per enemy turn. Okay. You doing okay, sweetie?
No. Not really.
Okay. Alright, Door into Summer E3 increases the level of Madame Herda's skill and talent by 2 with a maximum upgrade level of 15. The 16th keys E4. The speed of the characters following the path of your addition in the team increases by 10%. That's mid. Sorry. Just gotta say, you know? Okay, hold on. I'm gonna leave that for last. Bitter Pill of Truth E5 increases the level of Madame Herda's ultimate by 2 with a maximum upgrade level of 15. And increases the level of her basic attack by 1 with a maximum upgrade level of 10. And Sweet Lure of Answer E6, the big old number. In the starved landscape of Akua Trace, each stack additionally increases the ultimate damage multiplier by 4%, up to a max additional increase of 396%. So yeah, you wanna?
So my game was listening to me when I said I was sick of constantly getting armor bits.
Mm-hmm. And what did you get?
Searching for them.
I got a RPG that could fire 15 missiles back to back.
And would you argue that that's what you wanted?
It's better than getting a shoulder blade for the 15th time. Severely better.
You what?
Staggering triple barrel missile launcher. Yeah, I'd say this is definitely worth it. This is what I wanted.
Hey. I'm listening.
Christmas came early.
Here's what I've got.
I could have kept that joke going, but I decided to just cap it there.
I'm gonna be so honest. I've seen I've seen gameplay of this girl. Not Madam Herda. This is it's a different character called Aglia. It looks like algae, but it's not algae. It's Aglia. It is It's Aglaea. So if you're dyslexic out there, you're not gonna have fun. I'm sorry. It's like it's literally you flip the G and the L and it's algae. I'm sorry. Anyways,
There are way possible.
Gameplay.
There's way better possible legendary weapons. Yeah, there is, but considering this is a weapon and not a shoulder blade that I could actually use, I'd say I'd take this.
What was I saying? I've seen gameplay of her, and what is it? It's just, it is a veiled destruction character. They added a new path called Remembrance, which is just like, oh, you can now, those characters summon things, and those summons do things. This one, in this case, this summon does damage. But if the damage is low-key mid, and most of her damage comes from her enhanced skill, which isn't part of the summon, so I don't know what was the point, but I get it though. We appreciate you for trying, Queen. Anyways, so on to this. Element Lightning, basic attack, 50%. Basic attack. Deals lightning damage equal to 50% of Aglia's attack to a single enemy. Of course, it's always like that, never different, unless you're like 2 specific characters. Enhanced basic attack in parentheses pet. What does that mean? Slash by 1,000-fold kiss. Aglia and Garment Maker. Okay, speaking of dyslexics, oh my god. Okay. I really should get the stream up, because I don't know what's happening. I can't navigate Discord. So lost. Why am I like this?
You are doing a lot of math. Less math, the better.
The Valentine Detective Agency signs are an eyesore, but they sure
Okay. Slash by 1,000-fold kiss. Aglia and Garment Maker launch a joint attack on the target, dealing lightning damage to the target by an amount equal to 110% of Aglia's attack and 110% of Garment Maker's attack, and respectively deals lightning damage equal to adjacent targets by an amount equal to 44% of Aglia's attack and 44% of Garment Maker's attack.
I was reading the entire library about this one character. They got a lot to that kid.
Okay, listen. That was Madam Herda. It's not going to be fun here because we're going to have to cover not only just the character herself, but the fact that she has a summon. Okay. That's enhanced basic attack. None of this is gonna make sense until I explain what Garment Maker is. Garment Maker is the name of the summon. So anytime I say that, that's just an entirely different character.
Dad. Why?
Yeah? What do you mean why?
Just have her fight Homelander.
Okay, skills. Rise Exalted Renown. Restores HP to Garment Maker by 25% of its maximum HP. If Garment Maker is absent, summons the Memo Sprite Garment Maker, and this unit immediately takes action. Okay. I should also explain what a memo sprite is. A memo sprite is just another word for summon. Aglia's summon, otherwise known as memo sprite, is called Garment Maker. I don't know why they did this, but it's absolutely. I find it funny. Okay, I find it silly.
Hear me out. Homelander versus Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider is wiping the floor with Homelander. Like, unironically, I don't think Homelander is gonna at all be able to fight off.
Need to find something in here. Because that may take a while.
I legitimately don't think Homelander stands a chance. I think if you put those two in a ring together, it is going to be a hard wipe.
What am I saying? Oh yeah. Enhanced skill at Thorn Snare deals lightning damage equal to 55% of attack to one enemy and lightning damage equal to 33% of attack to adjacent enemies. Alright, that's nothing special. Ultimate Dance Destined Weaveress. Summons the Memo Sprite Garment Maker if Garment Maker is already on the field and restores its HP to max when Aglia enters a Supreme Stance state and immediately take. I don't know. Okay, that's Aglia enters the Supreme Stance state and immediately takes action. In this state, Aglia gains the speed boost stacked from Garment Maker's Memo Sprite talent, with each stack increasing her speed by 10%. Her basic attack is also enhanced, but she can't use her skill. Garment Maker is immune to crowd control debuff. A countdown appears on the action order with its own speed set at 100. When the countdown starts, Garment Maker self-destructs. When Garment Maker disappears, Aglia's Supreme Stance is dispelled. Amazing.
Which is exactly why we need it. You just want to see Homelander get his shit to kick back.
Let a man dream. What's so wrong with that?
I never said there's anything wrong with that. I'm just saying what it is. He's gonna fight its execution, and he's down for it.
Okay, talent. The passive ability. Rosy Fingered. The Memo Sprite Garment Maker. What? Be mature.
Do you know where you are right now?
Oh my god, you definitely would have kept a giggle when they said penis during sex ed.
Yes, I was that kid.
Oh my god.
And now I am able to have conversations about sexual topics without being disgusted.
I can't believe. Honestly, wow, I can't believe it, guys. I can't believe it, chat. It's just you and me in the stream. There's no one else here.
That's why you gonna boot me out of my own stream?
Crazy. It's almost like there's someone with us.
That's wild. After everything I did.
Anyways, the Memo Sprite Garment Maker has an initial speed of 40 and a maximum HP equal to 40% of Aglia's maximum HP plus 180. While Garment Maker is on the field, Aglia's attacks inflicts the target with the Seam Stitch stat. Seam Stitch only takes effect at the most recent inflicted target. What does that do? What does that do?
So, this is what 2 centuries without a good dusting looks like.
Okay. Memo Sprite Talent 1. Okay, so the Memo Sprites do they have their own talents, or is this like... I guess this is its own talent. So this is a talent. Okay, well, alright.
Versus the bloodlusted Hulk. What? Look, I get it, Homelander is a piece of shit, but you're signing him up for a bunch of just executions. What did this man do? Well, I know what he did, but what did he do to you specifically? It's like, it's one thing to want a man dead. It's a whole nother thing to, like, sign him up for the most illegal form of deathmatch I've ever seen. Versus Pissed Off Chris. Again, what did he do to you personally? I know he's a shithead, but what did he do to you?
Be on the screen, I guess. I don't know.
Did he break in your house, mess around with your mom, give you a sibling? Like, what happened?
Okay. Calm down. Anyways,
Exist.
uh,
Existence is
Memo-
enough to sick a bloodlusted Hulk. Give me a sec. A bloodlusted Hulk, a pissed off Kratos, and Ghost Rider on a person.
Memo Sprite Talent 1. A body brewed by tears. After attacking an enemy afflicted with Seam Stitch, increases this unit's speed by 48, stacking up to 6 times. So, 6, 18, 24. So, does that mean the Memo Sprite's talent gets stacked up, speed gets boosted by 48? Because if so, then that's kind of fucked up. I don't think a thing should be able to have a speed of more than 200. It's okay, I suppose. Memo Sprite Talent 2, the speeding summer. When Garment Maker is summoned, immediately advances this unit's action by 100%. Memo Sprite Talent 3, Pet Bloom of Drying Grass. When Garment Maker disappears, regenerates 20 energy for Aglia. It's okay, that's nothing. Okay, the technique. Stellar Ripper. Aglia summons the Memo Sprite Garment Maker and launches a forward joint attack. After entering battle, Aglia deals lightning damage equal to 100% of her attack to all enemies and randomly inflicts the Seam Stitch state. Oh my god, sorry.
Plex,
Okay.
no talking Spider-Man joining the team too. You just want him dead. Just say that.
I mean, you know what? Fair, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what's happening. I'm kind of here.
Basically, Tox is thinking of every deadly character he can get his hands on to try to beat Homelander to death.
Crazy. Alright, so... Oh, and you guys thought it was over? No, that was the Memo Sprite's talent. Now we go on to Aglia's bonus traces, and then we're done. Oh, and then Eidolons.
Word is, Diamond City is under.
Anyways, bonus trace 1, the Myopic's Doom. While in Supreme Stance, increases the attack of Aglia and Garment Maker by an amount equal to 720% of Aglia's speed, plus 360% of Garment Maker's speed.
It'll be controversial, but we have to.
So that's how that person got like an increase of 3k speed. Because their fucking speed stats are just like boosted beyond repair.
So instead, we play it safe and slow. We help them out and buy time to verify they really are our people. Our only communication with Randolph is going to be by dead drop.
Bonus trace 2, Last Thread of Fate. When Garment Maker disappears, up to 1 stack of the speed boost from the Memo Sprite talent can be retained. When Garment Maker is summoned again, gains the corresponding number of speed boost stacks. Okay. Okay, it's okay. It's just more speed. It's only speed. There's only fucking speed with these dumb fucking characters. Bonus trace 3, the Speeding Soul. Soul, as in soul bad guy? Oh my god. Okay, that's enough.
Guilty gear! Alright.
When using the skill or when entering combat, increases the damage dealt by Garment Maker by 30%, lasting for 5 turns. When Aglia is in the Supreme Stance, Garment Maker will keep this damage boost. So it's just a permanent 30% increase for the Garment Maker. Okay. Oh yeah, Fuse exists. I don't really give a fuck, to be honest. I think I would like need the character in terms of like it would probably make my characters better, but I also don't really care. Heart emoji.
You can't just add a heart emoji to I don't give a fuck and expect it to just be okay. That is not how that works.
We'll be fine.
That's
not how it works. Like, listen, it's okay, because like I think you should die and heart emoji.
Again, it's not how that fucking works. think I could
Whatever,
definitively say
bro.
that.
You Wokies are just too soft. That's all I'll say. Anyways, drift at the whim of Venus, E1. When Aglia or Garment Maker takes consecutive actions, the damage dealt ignores 25% of the target's defense. This effect stacks up to 2 times and lasts until any unit other than Aglia or Garment Maker actively uses the ability. Wait, this effect stacks up to 2 times and lasts until any unit other than the 2 actively uses in a... So, that's fucking dumb! So basically, if you wanted to buff that post it happening, you just can't, because it'll go away. Why did they do that? It's dumb. Okay. Okay, sail on the raft of eyelids, E2. What is the naming convention for this? The speed boost effect from the Memo Sprite talent has its maximum stack limit increased by 1. After Aglia uses an attack, Garment Maker can also gain the speed boost effect from the Memo Sprite talent. Okay, so their speed is just hella boosted. More. So on top of their speed being boosted, what is it, 43 by 43 for 6 times? It gets another instance of 43 for a total of 7 times, and it goes to the Garment Maker now. This is bullshit. I don't think this is, I mean, I personally, when I see it, I think it's good for me because I get to see big numbers on my screen. But I don't know if we should have characters that actively like gain 200 speed without doing like any work.
Shows up to the race plus 200 speed. That's it.
It's showing up to the race after like halfway through. Like, what is it? Firefly did this. You go into her ultimate stance and she just gained like 90 speed on top of her base like 100 and something. And you were pretty much encouraged to build speed on her. So it was you would just get 200 speed for free. This is like boosting it to the point where if you were to build speed, you can get an easy 300.
Homelander versus the Predator.
Why are we putting Homelander against Predators? When did what is it? When did Asmongold get invented?
You're fucked for that. I want you to know that.
It's okay. I mean, what is it? The black mold in his apartment surely will take him more quickly than I could ever.
Homelander versus Alien. Okay, this guy. Just say you want him dead.
Okay. Door into Summer, E3, increases the levels of Aglia's skill by 2 with a maximum upgrade level of 15, increases the level of her basic attack by 1 with a maximum upgrade level of 10, and increases the level of Memo Sprite talent by 1 with a maximum upgrade level of 10. Okay. Flicker below the surface of marble, E4. An enemy inflicted with Seam Stitch takes 8% increased damage after Aglia or Garment Maker attacks hits the enemy. Additionally, regenerates 20 energy. I love energy regen. Weave under the Shroud of Woe. E5. Increases the level of Aglia's ultimate and talent by 2 with a maximum upgrade level of 15, and increases the level of Memo Sprite skill by 1 with a maximum upgrade level of 10. Fluctuate in the Tapestry of Fates. E6. The big old number. I don't know. What else you could do for this. Well, Aglia is in the Supreme Stand. She and Garment Maker have their lightning resistance penetration increased by 20%. When Aglia or Garment Maker gains an action advance effect.
There's something you need.
That is okay. sorry. The multiplier of the damage dealt by the next use of slash by 1,000-fold kiss additionally increases by amount equal to 0.4% of their respective speed. That's crazy, because they fucking know how boosted their speeds are, so they had to make it a 0.4%. They couldn't say something like 10. Anyways, but that was truly, what is it? This caveat of when Agliar Garment Maker gains an action advance effect was really made for one character in mind. The character being a character called Sunday. Why? His skill action for his characters. And not just that, there's summon! Oh my god! You couldn't get any more obvious than that. If no one can see this, you must be You must be a toddler. I don't know.
Or just not playing the game.
If you were to just read, you could still be able to, like, understand it.
I mean, if you had the context of the game, yeah. But if you, like, know nothing about it, then... Like, reading it, someone would probably just assume this is, like, the average. Am I incorrect?
I'm sorry, I got distracted by it speak because I'm sorry. Because it's about the CEO assassin, and it was about how he got arrested because somebody at the McDonald's like tipped the police off. And this quote retweeted, should have went to Waffle House. They would have shot at the police for him.
Yeah, they probably would have. They probably would have. What I was saying was, like, if someone has no idea what, like, the average speed count or concept or, like, new meta of the game is, wouldn't they just assume that it's, like, the average? Like, is it wrong to assume that?
For the sake of my argument, yeah.
Ah, okay.
Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. This is how I win every argument. I just never back down.
I already know it's a losing battle, and I'm not trying to fuck around with a sunk cost fallacy. You can have that. I'ma just be over
here. That's how I win. They win in folks.
As you can tell, most conversations don't get started at all because of this.
Careful. There's no telling what I'll do with you. Let's choose our words nice.
You go sit in the corner.
Me in the corner? I'm dragging you here with me. Make sure no one can see what
Nah, you just staying over there. Homelander versus Doomslayer? You said that already. I should put the fusion cores away. I don't think I'm actually gonna use the... Even though I should be using the power armor, I just don't. So it feels like a waste of weight.
Well, if you use it, then it won't feel like that. It's too easy. Yeah? Having fun over there?
Corner.
What if I like the corner,
Then you get to sit in it longer. Go. I'm not dealing with your shit today.
What do you mean? Why are you like this? Why do you hate me?
I don't hate you. You just bother me sometimes, and this is one of those times.
Just hating for no reason.
Nah, I got a reason to hate. I got a very big reason. It's called yo sassy ass.
Why must we harbor hatred every single day? Why don't we just love?
Hatred makes my world go round. If I stop, then it just stops.
Where's King? I'll make fun of him.
He's currently streaming. Am I able to open these like Vault-Tec lunch boxes? I feel like I should be able to.
Oh.
Yeah, Docs, am I able to like actually open these, or are these just here? Because I feel
wouldn't
like I
know.
should be able to open these.
I can't tell if the stream is frozen on my end.
Both.
Homelander, but he's in Hiroshima during 1945. I think we're losing a plot here.
What do you mean both?
Not even-
Is there any way to
It's
open
not
them?
even-
Or do I have to take
not
them
even-
somewhere? Like, you didn't really answer my question.
Okay, so the stream isn't frozen. It's just highly pixelated for me. That's funny. I think we've talked about the Simulacra series, but have you ever played the game?
I remember seeing stuff on it, never actually played the games.
It is definitely a better experience on the phone because it's like, oh, it's supposed to be a phone, but you don't. I'm not gonna hold. It's both of the game. I mean, the first two games, I haven't played the third, so I'm not gonna comment on it. But the first two games, they're really good. It's just that I think they fall off a little bit when it comes to theatrics in the second one, because in the first one, they had like. I think they had a little bit more jump scares, but they had like environmental sounds of like things knocking, people breathing in your ear if you had headphones on, and it was binaural. And if I remember, what was I gonna say? Shit. I think whenever you try to, there's a moment. I mean, that's just a spoiler, so I'm not gonna say that.
Was the first one just like you found this random phone and you went through it and?
It wasn't that you found it. This phone just appeared on your doorstep. You took it and then you started going through it. You found a video of the person that's missing and you're trying to find, just like in distress. And so after a while, people start like texting you. You respond back, and then you just go on this investigation. And there's more. I think it's just more jump scares. I think in terms of like spook factor, the first one definitely got like points for like being creepy, but also like environmental sounds. The second one, it was cool and creepy, but it was definitely more focused on the story, if anything. There wasn't that many jump scares or like the scary moments or whatever. Anyways, I think they're both good, and I do like the concept. I can't say for the third one right now.
I remember watching this one play through the first one. I didn't hear about 2 or 3. I didn't even know there was 2 or 3. Homelander versus Phantom trying to open a lunchbox. Alright, fuck off.
Okay, buddy. At this point, it's just Homelander versus FNAF. Homelander versus Freddy. Homelander versus fucking Golden Freddy. I don't know, dude. I think we get the point. What is it? At the fucking next thing we know, it's just Homelander in the Twin Towers on 9/11. Like, I don't.
Alright, I was not prepared for that. I'm gonna be real.
Toxic's already done. What is it? Where was it? Homelander, but he's in Hiroshima during 1945.
Like, I saw that. It's just, when you were saying it, I didn't expect you to take it to the towers. Like, I had a few expectations, and towers was not one of them. Fuck, what did I just take out of this? God damn it.
I'm very cold. And I'm under a blanket.
Wrap yourself up harder.
Bordering along, hang yourself, okay?
just form into a cocoon. Don't come out.
And that's homophobia. Too easy.
Splatoon reject versus... Alright.
I win. I don't give a fuck if fucking... I don't give a fuck about you Dragon Ball fans and your power scaling. I'm just winning. It's too easy. I just fucking... I'll just run him down with nothing but nihilism. What is it? The person that created the philosophy of nihilism, was it just someone? Probably was someone that was just like named Nile or something. No, nihilism, or is it?
Some dude named Nile created nihilism. Knowing human history, that's probably possible. I needed fertilizer and copper, right? Was it? No, it was fertilizer and copper. Pretty sure.
Is it? Wait, hold on. Oh, it's just a word. Okay. So there's just... Alright, well, it's just a word to describe philosophy of belief. Or, I guess, a certain... or a state of being. Or, I don't fucking know.
To be honest, I kind of don't like Dragon Ball because stuff like senzu beans and Dragon Balls riding people. Yeah, it does feel like there's really no risk when all of it could be undone. But at the same time, I don't really blame Toriyama for doing that. Once a story gets to the point where you're literally shaking universes and galaxies, there's no way you can keep shit like contained enough to still have risk and not just have someone blow shit up. Like, the Majin Buu saga is like a clear indication that at that point, this man was just like, yeah, you know what? Fuck it. Everybody's gonna die. Like, at that point, it was like, all right, you had to use that shit or else it's just like a depressing ass ending. Like, congratulations, everybody's dead. Just because they had to buy time. Everyone on Earth, dead. No bringing them back. End of story. You all die. Like, you know? You had to have some kind of failsafe. I don't like how free they were to use. But the only bit of Dragon Ball that tried to handle that thing was GT. And, we don't talk about that for multiple reasons.
I think something that's like I find pretty fun about a lot of shonen is when people will be like, we'll start shipping, and then at some point, or they'll see like a potential relationship that's being like obviously queer baited, because I think the solution to that is just like, I think the solution to queer baiting is just like, it's just plain ignorance and being like, you know what, they're gay. I don't care if the author says that they're married to a woman. I'm gonna stick my head in the sand and tell myself that they're gay. I think that's the solution to queer baiting. You can't get queer baited if you're ignorant.
You sound like the My Hero community.
I mean, am I wrong? You can't get baited by them being queer if you just tell them, if you just say it, that they are.
You can't get baited,
It's not
but like,
beating at that point.
but just this statement, like, I I feel like people who stick their head in the sand, it's like, oh boy, here we go. Like the moment this motherfucker is like straight, heads come out of the sand and everyone's just like, no, he should have been gay. And it's just like, alright. I've never seen so many angry teenagers over a character not being gay as the bully that literally torturized like half of his fucking lifespan.
I mean, I don't know. I didn't fucking read MHA, but there's a whole market for what is it, enemies to lovers. But what else is there? It's just like, you know, you can't lose to the dog in chess if you simply just don't play chess. Kellogg's outfit.
Yes. I stole another man's outfit. I made sure to put 3 bullets in his head before I did. Well, more than 3, but that's besides the point. I look good in this.
Like a man named Kellogg. I thought we were talking about like the fucking corporation.
That was just the fucking Frosted Flakes.
A sequin dress. Yes, queen. They're cunt.
Literally 90% of the MHA fan base once Deku started crushing on Araka. Just everyone sticking their head in the sand. Nope, he's gay. End of story. And then they never came up for air.
Listen, it's okay. If we believe in our hearts, it'll happen. I say we like I'm a part of the fandom. No, I'm not.
I was waiting for you to take that we part back. I was like, we? Okay, well, hey, if you wanted to out yourself like that, sure.
What is it?
I ain't gonna fucking stop you.
What is it? What is it? We, yes, you and me, with our homies getting beaten up, but they watched the last episode of Top Tour without us, and it's them turning that.
Bro knew the instant reaction.
I love that video so much because of just like the specification of like, yes, you and me.
One piece at a time.
That man said we, yes, we, you and me. Like, bro, I don't think you realize, but there ain't no we in this situation. It's just you.
What do you think actually won the
Fun fact, the male character can wear the dresses in-game. Oh my god, it's woke. Let's go. I mean, what's the benefit to doing that?
There is none. You just can wear a dress if you want. Phantom, does he not know that some of them got so upset over it that they sent the author of MHA death threats? Honestly, when it comes to anime, and this is gonna sound wild, I'd be surprised if there was a single series that did not have the author catching death threats at some point. Like, it has become so disturbingly common. I think I'd be more interested in a show that didn't get death threats.
I think it just, you know.
It happened to JJK, it happened to My Hero, it happened to fucking... What other show did I hear it happening to? I know it was a shit ton of them. I don't think Death Note didn't.
Speaking of Death Note, somebody posted some.
I feel like the anime did.
Somebody posted some like old YouTube video thumbnail, and you could tell it was old. This shit was from like fucking pre. I don't really know what to call it. I don't know what era of YouTube it was, but the bottom line is that it was just some old thumbnail. Anyways, it was a thumbnail of 2 guys. And the caption was like emo boys kissing, and the fucking tweet was like, "What the fuck is Death Note even about?"
Yeah, that sounds about right.
God, have you seen the tweet where it's just like, what's the main character's name? It's L, right?
Light. That's the main character's name.
Yeah. It's like, oh, oh, fuck, I forgot. Forgot the tweet actually.
Then again, I think no one knows the actual name of Death Knight because he apparently used an alias much like L in the story. Smart idea. But I feel like recently just any show that has like just I feel like any manga or any like story recently, I'd be surprised if there wasn't some kind of like massive backlash that makes no sense. Like I feel like that shit is weirdly enough like required nowadays to actually have like a decent show.
What is it? Oh yeah, this is the tweet. It was like some panel of the manga where they like Misa was there, and it was just like gay as shit. I would have gone crazy.
I almost completely fucking forgot about Misa. Oh god. Her whole existence really is just, yo, I don't fuck with you, but I need like a pawn on this field that I can manipulate. So I'ma just gaslight the fuck out you. That's it. That was her whole point in the series. She
And
was
you know,
literally just a pawn.
And you know, I haven't fucking watched the film, but go her. I don't know. Maybe she needed to. I think she needed to just like kill Light. Maybe that's how we could have saved.
If she could. Like when I say she was addicted to that man, I mean like she was. It was actually fucking insane how it like the absolute moment she got an ability and he found out about it, Gaslight City. There was no oxygen in that area. The ozone had its shit stretched with the amount of gas that was released. And she was just dumb. I'm just say it. She had no other point in that story, dog. She was the Harley to Light's Joker, pretty much. Except when Harley was a fucking psychiatrist before, like Misa just pulled up and said, "Yeah, so hi, Light. I do not give a fuck about you. I only use your ability." All right then. That was it. That was the whole fucking thing.
Fuck. This person's 14 years old and they're a Nazi.
Huh?
Is it they're half Indian? Is that half Filipino? What the fuck? What the fucking Nazis don't want you. You are their enemy.
I am very confused about what you were looking at.
Oh my god. The timeline is in shambles. I always get the best, like, drawings of, like, anime men being shirtless in public. And honestly, I think that's, like, grounds for suing Twitter.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that?
I always get the best drawings of shirtless men in fucking public, and I think that's grounds for suing Twitter.
I ain't got nothing to say about that one. Why do they give you this area and then expect you to make something when none of the ground is fucking flat? Like you think that they would just have something going to like help you build this shit and not just have you put it in the middle of nowhere, but no. This is just bad. Who the fuck is Tinker Tom? do you mean I have to go talk to Tinker Tom about what?
I'm seeing so many people talk about the guy that killed the CEO, and they're talking about like how hot he is and how like they would like to like have sex with him, and it's just like, can we keep our inside thoughts in, please?
You don't remember Tinker Tom? No, I remember Tinker Tom. I'm wondering why he's not here. Like, why do I have to put it down, go all the way back, talk to him, and then most likely come all the way back? Like, why wasn't he just here? I didn't mean to say who. I was trying to figure out where he was. I remember Tinker Tom. He's the only dude in this game with some actual, like, fucking emotion. It's not just reading off a script.
Carrington wants a word.
Drummer Boy, if you pull up to me... Thank you. Thank you, Drummer Boy. Just... I'm gonna move on.
Excuse me.
Yo, Tom, wake your ass up. We got work to do. Because he's a very important, busy man. That...
You got the platform built yet? Tick tock, tick tock. I'm waiting for the good news.
I did it. The platform's constructed.
And I filled in the blanks on the blueprints. We can actually build this crazy thing. The science of this monstrosity is wow. But fortunate for us,
Right.
ingredients pretty common. But there's
Did you see Asaba's like character demo?
I didn't see
Asaba.
it. I didn't see it yet. I didn't see like anything on the new version of the game. I didn't even sit down to watch the presentation they usually had.
There's some pretty good, like, what is it? It's good animation. And it might be biased because, like, for some reason they they have him like in bed, which is like half of his fucking button shirt open, and honestly, it's just like, thank you, Lord. Like, this is what God, like, if God's if God is homophobic, then why would he allow this? Why would he permit this under his graceful presence?
Yeah, I was gonna react by saying, your super homo is showing, but you know what? I'm gonna let you have this. I know how long you've waited for like a man to simp over in Zenless, so I'm gonna just let you have this in peace.
But the issue is that it feels morally wrong because he's also like very during his character demo, you go through like his I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but it's just like little bits of his past and just issues. I guess not issues. No, just bits of his past, and that he's like really sad. So you know, it feels unethically. It feels unethical to goon at that point.
I'm gonna be honest. I feel like more people like their anime boys like messed up.
Yeah, but like you don't want to do it while the person is depressed.
You would be shocked at the amount of actual insane motherfuckers that would not give a shit.
Well, I never said it was okay because people didn't give a shit. I said that we shouldn't do it. Yeah, you know, there are ethics. Weren't you there at the, what was it, Geneva Convention for Gooning?
There was a fucking convention for that. Oh! Of course! Legendary Rat Scorpion Hunter. Why wouldn't there be?
Sakaku Daily account tweeting now Sakaku's new VA has been revealed to be Tom Hardy.
How'd I miss all those shots? Nick. You mean it fucking mutated? Take a grenade. Oh, it's just sitting there. Alright, cool.
Not that it's an option.
It's another fucking armor piece. Why are there so many legendary armor pieces? Like, I'm here for the weapons. Show me some new guns. creepy ass bastard. Combat armor, the best non-power armor in the game. To be honest, I'd rather just keep on Kellogg's shit. I killed a man to get this, and I'd do it again.
Oh my God. It's a Saba and Wise together and being romantic at one another, something sentimental. The world is healing. Oh my God. Anyways, I couldn't. All right. Well, that's my 2 seconds of scrolling. I don't give a fuck anymore. Thank you. Next. Oh wait. Well, why did they change it like that?
What do I get changed?
From the regular Herda to Madam Herda, they have their E1s, or I think it's E1. No, this is E2. They have their E2 changed. Their eyes are different, but I thought they were just like the same. I guess they're not the same technically. They do have different designs, and one is like meant to be the older version. But I don't know. I thought they were gonna keep the same eye design. Maybe Hoyoverse isn't that lazy. Who knows?
It's definitely not Hoyoverse. I'm being honest, everything good about this game, I'm giving it up to the dev team. I'm not giving shit to Hoyo. They're just publishers at this point.
We don't even know anything about this man. It's already okay. I'm not surprised, but it's just like, let's chill out. Calm down. I need to find that image of like the predicted paths and elements of like those characters because I needed to. I think I fucking like. Let me go find it because it was kind of stupid. Yeah. Okay.
Phantom, what do you think of people complaining about GTA Online updates being small when probably like 90% of Rockstar team is working on GTA 6? People are complaining about the small online updates? Shit's about to be replaced. What do you mean? Should be glad you're still getting updates like 10 years fucking later.
Look and play real quick.
Give me a sec. I had to get rid of it, alright. What are we sending?
Oh my.
I see images of men.
Yeah, okay. I wanted you to pay attention to the colors and then look at their paths because tell me why the very mint green character is ice when there's a wind path that's green, and why is the character that's like orange and red have the yellow path of imaginary? Like, what's the fucking convention here? What's the philosophy?
Okay, now that you point that out, that actually is kind of bothering me.
Why is the blue one on the right just fucking... Why is he not ice? Why is he physical?
Some tells me they didn't care much about a convention. They just wanted to throw something together.
I guess it makes sense because they can't have another win Nihility, but then don't make him Nihility. Just make him like fucking destruction, support. I don't know. This is stupid. Anyways.
And Bobby gone. My bad, go on.
Have you seen the video of a girl pranking her mom by like reading out a fake news report of Jesus being spotted in Ohio, and the mom is just like in mental distress. It's just like, please send it to me, Rachel.
Wait, what? They said what was it, Ohio?
They said Jesus, like the reincarnation of Jesus, was found in Ohio, and the mom was just like in distress and just like begging begging her daughter to send like the article or something. She's just, you could like hear the pain in her voice. She was like, "Please send it to me, Rachel, please."
That woman was on a thin line. She was about to abandon her belief.
Yeah, her faith was probably like fucking weakening. I feel so bad for her.
She had all the reason to believe, and then was told it was a joke. She said, "You know what? I should have swallowed." Fuck, okay. Fucking random turret. Did he just speed up?
Ooh, this is not the greatest lineup of Twitter handles. Oh my god. Hold on, this requires a screenshot. Let me.
Would have said, you know, I wasn't gonna tell you this, but you're adopted. I wanted to keep this from you, hun, but you're adopted. Get out.
I'm putting it in your DMs because you don't have to really care about the fucking contents of the image. I need you to look at their back-to-back names.
What the Okay. I'm gonna pretend like I ain't read that and just continue my willful ignorance. I think I'm just gonna continue my ignorance for today.
You must be educated.
I think I prefer ignorance. In this one time. This one time I prefer ignorance. Okay, well they found me quick.
What is this gif of this girl just like opening up her shirt and taking a small bag of Cheetos out? Oh my. Okay. I'm gonna go take a shower. I hope you guys have fun, and I'll be back. Hopefully not on my telefono and laying down in my bed because I'm lazy. Okay, well, love you guys. I'll be back. Unfortunately, take this moment to enjoy it.
The fact that you're aware, like you're aware of how like the Star Rail talks are received, and you're just like, you know what, fuck it, I'm gonna just make it your problem.
You know, go on another rant out of spite. Thank you. Talks, if there's anyone to blame Alex. He gave me the knowledge of this information. So that's who you should send your threats to.
Bro, what did I even... All I did was just say something.
You ratted your boy out, and now I gotta punish him.
Who did I rat out? I'm just saying most people aren't gonna understand like the fucking mechanics of Star Rail, so they just end up being lost.
Hey. Shut up. Forget who you're arguing with.
This motherfucker.
When in doubt, just return back to form.
Also, apparently GTA 6 is gonna have a lot of mechanics from Red Dead 2. Example, you won't have a small army worth of guns in your back pocket like GTA 5. Instead, the weapon wheel will be more like Red Dead 2.
Has there been a release date for GTA 6, or is it still like fantasy?
We have information that they're gonna probably give it, but it's gonna be a while.
information on GTA 6. How dare,
Like we
how
had
dare
a
Rockstar?
like we had a
fucking
trailer,
smite
but
them.
the most we've heard is like what 2025. No actual like day.
I see. Oh my. Alright, I'll be back.
Late 2025. Yeah. Fuck. But yeah, I didn't hear about that. No, that's new. I need a fucking rat away. Okay, it's already last month of 2024. Yeah, feels weird that we just skipped. At this point, the years are just blending together. I don't like it. Why? I'm willing to bet you aren't even gonna give me anything good. You're gonna give me like what? What, another armor piece? Fuck it. Come on. I need a rat away. Okay. I swear, I wake up, it's January, I blink, then it's Christmas. Yeah. My sense of timing has been fucked by those 2 years staying inside, dude. Everything is just blending together and I hate it. Fuck it. Let's gamble 3 rockets, possibly 6. That this will not be an armor piece. Oh, never mind. You're just a soft shell. Alright. Well, that's depressing. Actually, could I just... How many fat men do I have saved up?
You playing hide and seek?
How are they still alive over there? Random Mr. Gutsy spawns. Alright. What do you mean none of these shots are hitting? Okay. Fine. Great. That's just wonderful. You want to know what ranks are cleared to use such dangerous? Fun fact, Fat Man is based on an actual Cold War US era concept that yes would have given infantry ability to launch nukes. And you want to know what ranks were cleared to use it? Dangerous experimental weapon, privates and up. What the fuck do you mean you just fucking jumped forward? I'm not missing these shots. I did not miss those shots. I'm not missing these shots. That's not, no, it's not possible. I'm not missing all these. The game is just not wanting me to hit them. No, I'm not missing these shots. I know I'm not missing these shots. What do you mean you're still alive? What do you mean they're still alive? What the fuck? How are you still alive? Like, I guess you're weak to energy weapons, but it's an entire fucking... Could have someone graduate from high school and then immediately go into the army and start shooting nukes as if it was a regular gun. That's okay, that's the butcher. Okay, that's the butcher gone. Imagine I have an 18-year-old with access to nuclear bombs. That's how I know the military is going it too far. Is that everybody? Yeah, I think it's everybody. It's a miracle we're still here. Humanity has a weird tendency to be the smartest things on the planet and also the dumbest things on the planet, just because most of us are just lacking in any form of self-restraint. You'd think we'd be smarter with our ability to warp the entire fucking environment to whatever suits us, but no, we just choose to find better ways to kill everyone else. Humanity has a habit of doing that. And it's honestly a whole ass problem.
Right minds like this.
Shit. I would have hated walking up that with people still here. That is just, they just have a whole ass fat man. They just have a fat man and then a suit of power armor up here. That's it. They just had an entire ass, just a whole ass. All right, I'll sleep for like 7 hours. Fuck it. It's really crappily built hideout. Feel like if you move in your sleep, you're definitely dying here. Sleepwalking will be the death of you. And no one is gonna warn your ass. Also, if I remember right, the main reason they never had a gun, the Fat Man is based off Get Past Oh. Thought I heard noises and immediately went silent. The reason they never had a gun the Fat Man is based off of and Get Past testing phases because they couldn't launch them as far as they wanted. Ah.
From the look of it, I don't think this one even got his last man. Crawled up here and died. Looks like the last time I got a checkup.
Well, that's depressing. Glad I don't know these guys. But yeah, humanity is... We are the smartest and dumbest things on this planet. You think giving a bunch of creatures an ability to warp the whole entire environment they preside in would be an evolutionary advantage? It just helped to point out how quickly, like, higher level beings can just be dumbasses. Unironically. I think Nick fell.
They had no expense, did they?
Am I stuck? Am I actually stuck? Oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. I can't jump. I can run. Can't jump. That is so shit. At least I have a fast travel point. All right. Sorry. Also telling me where we wanted to make the rifles in Vietnam more accurate and spent like 30 million just to find out, oh hey, if you put a scope on a rifle, it can be more accurate. And somehow, and something literally any hunter already knew. Welcome to humanity. We're bound to disappoint.
They had no expense, did they? Anything useful?
Oh, some ammo. Auto pistol. Probably not gonna use it, but not much, Nick. Not much. How the fuck did you get outside so quick? Oh. Alright, that's one place. Now we gotta go back up north. What other places do we have to go? I think it's just one up north. Go southwest from the slog. We'll be there in like 5-10 minutes tops. I don't know why I'm suddenly doing this accent. I never used this shit a day in my life. It just kind of defaulted to it at a certain point. Hi. That voice scared the shit out of me. I almost started shooting. Oh, I almost forgot this was a fucking... I almost started blasting. I forgot that was a settlement. We're doing that over there. I'm gonna just mind my goddamn business. I got somewhere to be. It's not in that direction. So I was like, so you're gonna look me in my face, tell me more than half my paycheck is being used to learn shit we have known since the creation of a goddamn sniper rifle? They probably tell you yes with a bold smile. Is that a Yao Guai? I think that's a Yao Guai. Yep, that's a Yao Guai. How did I miss? Nah, don't run now. Don't run. You almost came back. They almost came back and fucking caught me. Shit. Where?
Underestimate us again. Someone was expecting trouble. Asking.
This area cleared. Proceeding with commencing attack on hostile target. Hostile targets.
Military grade circuit. That's a military grade dead man. Purified water.
Won't be able to hack this. Hey.
Do something for you?
Think you can unlock that terminal?
Good plan.
Should be master. If I remember right, he should be able to unlock it.
These boys weren't fooling around.
Should be being the key word.
Let me just try. Nope. Let's see about this.
I swear, if anything humanity is good at is wasting shit and killing even more shit. It's pretty much, we're the same as animals. We just are aware of it. Okay, he wasn't able to open that. In that case, this failed. Going somewhere else. Where's the third place? Oh, we're just going right back. Oh, this fucking guy. The fucking power pose. I think it's a radioactive pool. I'm not sure about that. I can take him. Shit, good luck with it.
Hey man, need help with the signal interceptor? This thing is gonna be huge. We'll finally learn about what the Institute's really up to, man.
I could use your help finding parts for the beam emitter.
We need some high-tech shit for that. A military-grade circuit board. Hit up any army base. That should get you in business.
A chance to get inside the Institute. Incredible.
Desdemona, I didn't even realize you were here. You scared the shit out of me. What the fuck is going on? The fuck? The fuck was that? Where the fuck is... Kill, loot, return. Yeah, that sounds about the super mutant as it gets. If he was trying to do my thing, and fucking super mutants show up. Now where the fuck do I build this? What fucking... Snap this over the reflector platform. Over the what? Okay, I'm gonna need to build on top of the platform you just built. What? Why am I... What's that? Okay, there it is. Top of the platform. I think I need to move it. Because I'm trying to build it here, but it's not like letting me. I think I need more space. Can you get rid of some of the stuff around it? Just trees that are blocking it, maybe. I think so. So I need to move this somewhere. Store this. Try to move it a little bit farther away. So let's say like right here. Then try to put this over it. It's only letting me build over here. I don't know what it's running into over here that's keeping it from being built. It's only letting me build over here. I'll just store this there. Alright, so if I put it over, let's say here, and I try to build this, requires 20 energy. What the fuck are you talking about? I had the fucking energy. What do you want? There it is. Alright, so it was just the placement. Something was just keeping it from being built there. Why is the same power grid as the beam emitter? But okay, so do that to that, and this to that. No, yeah, it's just that, I guess. Do I have to attach multiple wires? Oh, it needs 3. Oh. Or, wait. No, it doesn't need 3. It just needs 1. God, I put a lot into this generator. Oh, okay, so I did need to put all that on. Actually, in regards to that, let's just build a generator. I'm pretty sure I have more than enough materials. I haven't really built shit. Yeah, we could just build like a windmill. Say like produces 3 though. Hey, there it goes. No, don't store that. Oh, it's working. Looks like it. Relay dish. Let's turn it away. Build it right there. This requires 5. Can I connect it to this? No. Yes, I'm connecting it to this. No. Can I connect it to this? No. This. Yes. That needs more power. Alright, we're building more generators. Building more generators. They have 9 medium generators. Where we got these from, I have no idea, but we're putting them to use today, baby. Putting them to use. I don't know where I got all those from, but thank God. Okay, so that's working. You have to build like 3 dishes. Ah. Good thing I have multiple. Alright. You know, this might have been more structurally sound to just build it at my base. I'm being honest. No, don't store that. Ah, fuck, I don't got any more cloth. This should be enough, right? Right? I hope so. Wait, I have to... attach a wire. You. Huh. Well, that's a shitty job, but hey, it works. I guess.
Desdemona.
Status report.
We got activity, Des. Not sure how long before it peaks.
The Institute is a huge unknown. Before we can make any plans, you need to do something. What I'm about to tell you is the most closely guarded secret the Railroad has. It's time you learn about Patriot.
I like the name. Sounds encouraging.
There's a man, or woman, we're not sure, inside the Institute who helps synths escape to freedom. Dozens of synths owe him their lives. We don't know his name. We've never had a way to contact him. So we gave him the code name, Patriot. If your plan works, and you're able to get inside the Institute, we need you to make contact.
He got a sound for you entering the Institute. How?
How can I contact him if you know nothing about him?
Patriot devised a method to communicate with us one way. The plan hinges on us using this method to close the loop and contact him back.
Okay. I'll do my best.
Tom's encrypted a message for Patriot's eyes only. Once he sees it, he'll contact you. Until you make contact, and probably after, you need to stay in their good graces. You need to infiltrate them. Can you do that? Can you be our agent on the inside?
Bring it on.
You can do this. I believe in you. Stand on the platform and I'll give you the holotape. Just plug it into any Institute terminal and wait for the reply. Tom, talk to me.
Booting up the scan sequence. This frequency is only going to work once. You know who doesn't make the same mistake twice.
Okay, so going into the Institute, we need to do a few things, if I remember right. We need to look for Virgil's serum, we need to make contact with Patriot, and we need to find our kid. Is that everything? Is there anything else I'm missing? Coming up on one of my favorite parts of the game. Took a while to get here. It's not that much. Did I talk to her again?
Desdemona.
Status report.
We got activity, Des. Not sure how long before it peaks.
The Institute is a huge unknown. Before we can make any plans, we need to do something. What I'm about to tell you is the
Didn't we
most closely
already
guarded
cover-
secret the Railroad has. It's time you learn about Patriot.
I like the name.
There's a man,
Uh-huh.
dozens of synths. If your plan,
Okay. I'll do.
Tom's,
Mhm.
until you make contact, and can you do that?
Bring it on.
You can do this.
Sure.
Stand on the platform. Tom, talk to me.
Booting up the scan sequence. Oh, we're gonna have to cut a few corners with the scan.
I'm really feeling it!
So stand still. You gotta lock in all those molecules of yours. Hopefully we won't miss any. There's only, 60 trillion of them. All right, feeding our baby some juice. Let's see what she's got.
Take this holotape. You need it to contact Patriot.
Oh, man, don't worry. That's all part of the plan.
Tom, do whatever you can to gain their trust. Lie. Tell them what they want to hear. Make up a cover story and sell it.
Come on, I think I got it. Establishing lock on the Institute signal.
Just get all the information you can. About synths, about the Institute's plans. Find their weaknesses. If we can disable or destroy the Institute, we may have to do it.
You jack that holotape into any terminal and Patriot will make contact. He has to.
Got the RF! We got it!
Find a way to save them. Nobody else can.
Now!
Tubing is just for show. That's how it works. How do I put the gun away? Don't want to just like walk out with it on. What tape did we have to put in? I may be a pretty shitty inside agent. I can't remember the tape. This was Sturgis says if you build a teleport with the Minutemen. Which holo tape did I need to put in here? I know they said I had to use a terminal. Network scanner, I think. Copy the message. It's a bitch and a half to reverse engineer Patriot's Cascade, and but I nailed it. If you're going into Billy B's friend, don't trust anything. The fuck? Advanced Systems maintenance room. Speaking of bombing. Hey, what's going on, Trashy? How do I... Wasn't there the thing about, like, Virgil's thing? Was that not a quest that's marked down? Did we just have to like go around and find it? Models of the characters from our Rise have already been released, that's all I'll say. Look, we already know what happens next, alright? We already know what happens next. Only when the RP server's open.
Hello.
Who the...
I wondered if you might make it here. You're quite resourceful.
Burgess thing is marked.
I am known as Father. The Institute is under my guidance. I know why you're here. I'd like to discuss things with you face to face. Please, step into the elevator. I can only imagine what you've heard, what you think of us. I'd like to show you that you may have the wrong impression.
Is this thing slowly
Welcome to
rotating?
the
It is. For some reason I'm just staying still.
This is the reality of the Institute. This place, these people, the work we do.
Dear God, man, the amount of radiation. I have not found a Radaway yet. I have not found a single one. I have to find one.
For over 100
I've been just getting stim packs.
dedicated ourselves to humanity's survival. Decades of research, countless experiments and trials, a shared vision of how science can help shape the future. It has never been easy, and our actions are often misinterpreted by those above ground. Someday, perhaps, we can show them what we've accomplished. But for now, we must remain underground.
It's not rotating, it's just designed to look that way. It felt like it was rotating because the button kept turning. And I was just standing still.
I'd like to talk to you about what we can do for everyone. But that can wait. You are here for a specific, very personal reason. You are here for your son.
Well, that's not the most positive thing.
Sean?
Huh? Yes, I'm Sean.
Sean? Oh my God. It's really you.
Who are you?
Sean.
Father, what's
It's
going
me.
on? What's happening?
I'm your dad. Yes, it's me, your dad. I'm here, Sean.
What's going on? Father? Father!
Shh, it'll be okay, Sean. I'm here now.
I don't know you. Go away. Father! Father, help me! There's someone here. Help me!
Who is Father? Where is he?
Father? Father, help me! He's trying to take me! Father? Father, help me!
Sean. S923, recall code Cirrus. Fascinating, but disappointing. The child's responses were not at all what I anticipated. He's a prototype, you understand. We're only just now beginning to explore the effects of extreme emotional stimuli. Please try and keep an open mind. I recognize that you are emotional, and that your journey here has been fraught with challenges. Let's start anew. I am Father. Welcome to the Institute.
I could kill you. Right here. Right now.
Yes. Yes, you could. And I would be powerless to stop you.
I'll make this very simple. Where is my son?
He's here, in the Institute. Closer than you think. But I need you to realize that this situation is far more complicated than you could have imagined. You have traveled very far, and suffered a great deal to find your son. Well, your tenacity and dedication have been rewarded. It's good to finally meet you, after all this time. It's me. I am Sean. I am your son.
Honestly, thinking back to when this game released and people first got hit with this, I'd have to imagine people were doing backflips out of their fucking seat trying to figure out, and then had it all realized at once. This part I am well aware of. There's no way you couldn't have been aware of this. This is pretty much like Ace fucking dying in One Piece. Everyone's heard this shit happened. Everyone heard about this. Not only that, but this game's like, what, 11, 12 years old now? Somewhere around that point. It's weird how it all makes sense, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know, man. Thinking back, first time someone must have heard this, they must have been sitting there just thinking, what the fuck do you mean? But then it makes sense when you think about it. The dude was an infant, like, I don't know, somewhere around like 100 years ago. Yeah, he was cryostasis for a bit of that, but after that, you got fucking like thrown back on ice for God knows how long. So it all made sense. It's just like, it's a damn moment.
How is that even possible?
I know this is a lot to take in. In the vault, you had no concept of the passage of time. You were released from your pod and went searching for the sun you'd lost. But then you learned that your son was no longer an infant, but a 10-year-old boy. You believed that 10 years had passed. Is it really so hard to accept that it was not 10, but 60 years? That is the reality. And here I am, raised by the Institute, and now its leader.
Now the one part I don't know, why did the Institute specifically take Sean? Like, why specifically? Like, there were several other vaults or people they could have snatched. And I'm assuming new kids are born into the wasteland every day, so why? You could ask him.
But why?
Well, there it is.
Why take a child? Why take you?
Ah, now that's the question, isn't it? Why me? At that time, the year 2227, the Institute had made great strides in synthesis.
I know they're the only people you've ever known, but they kidnapped you and I'm gonna make John Wick everyone in this bitch and take you home.
And the goal of perfection drove them ever onward. What they wanted was the perfect machine. So they followed the best example thus far. The human being. Walking, talking, fully articulate, capable of anything.
So the weird science experiments needed specimens. That's why they took you.
In a manner of speaking. Yes. The Institute endeavored to create synthetic organics. The most logical starting point, of course, was human DNA.
I think he was a newborn that wasn't exposed to wasteland radiation.
But it had all become corrupted.
Oh yeah, there it is.
In this wasteland, radiation affected everyone. Even in their attempts to shield themselves from the world above, members of the Institute had been exposed.
Went over this earlier. Human beings are not good.
But then the Institute found me after discovering records from Vault 111. An infant, frozen in time, protected from the radiation-induced mutations that had crept into every other human cell in the Commonwealth. I was exactly what they needed. And so it was my DNA that became the basis of the synthetic organics used to create every human-like synth you see today. I am their father. Through science, we are family. The synths, me, and you.
So not only is your character the sole survivor, he's also the grandfather of all synths. Damn. Now I'm thinking, that would be weirdly poetic for the grandfather of all synths to seek to wipe them out. Does that mean you're related to Nick? I mean, that depends. Was Nick like before Sean's inclusion in the program or after? Because like from what we hear about Nick, he's been around for a while, but I'm not sure if he's been around more or less than 60 years. Because I'd imagine is the moment they got their hands on him, it would be 10 years. So Nick would need to be less than 50 to be technically related to us. If not, if he was older than 50 years old, then he would have nothing to do with us, I believe. Because the kid was 10 years old when the Institute officially took him off of Kellogg's hands. I feel like he'd be before. Then yeah, he'd be the synth generation, not at all related to us.
And you've been down here the whole time?
I have. Yes. I know you must
Maybe
have
after.
questions.
Hmm.
Please. Anything I can do to help you understand.
Kellogg. He worked for you?
Kellogg. He was an Institute asset long before I arrived here. It wasn't until I became director that I learned of all the things he'd done.
Because maybe they needed his DNA to even start. I mean, I think so, but like, going back to that, they already had an idea of synths. Because if I remember right, the Gen 1s were just robots with like a little bit of cartilage to like help them move and try to give them something. But it was still way too robot-like. They couldn't blend in. It was the Gen 2s and Gen 3s that became more humanoid. And I feel like it was at that point Sean was introduced to the program to help move the generations along. Because in that case, why would the Gen 1s still be more robotic than the 2s and 3s if they already had what they needed? Gen 1s and 2s are not human? Alright, sorry. The Gen 1 and 2, they're not. They're more robotic. I feel like Gen 3s are the ones he's referring to as like the more synthetic ones. Gen 3s blend in, the 1 and 2 are more machine. Yeah. So I think like the Gen 3s are specifically when Sean was introduced. So like the Gen 3s are probably like at most 50 years old. That's as far as I can imagine. Because like, why else would the Gen 1 and 2 be pretty much failures, but the third one be the success in blending in? I'd imagine Gen 1s and 2s were before Sean was introduced, and then once Sean was introduced, that's what they needed to make Gen 3 a success. Also in Model of the Railroad, the great toaster liberation has begun.
You knew the man was a psychopath, but you used him anyway?
Would you have preferred that I turned him loose on the Commonwealth? At least keeping him on a short leash kept the collateral damage to a minimum. The Institute took advantage of Kellogg's vicious nature. I will freely admit that. Institute technology prolonged his life, and his usefulness far beyond any normal human lifespan. He never failed the Institute, but his cruelty became more apparent with every completed objective. I won't lie. It's no coincidence your path crossed his. It seemed a fitting way to allow us, to have some amount of revenge. What else can I say to ease your mind?
I feel like we have to save the mother for last.
So you're in charge of the Institute?
I am the acting director, yes. I spent decades working to reach this point. It's a responsibility I take very seriously. The Institute. It's important. It really is humanity's best hope for the future, no matter what those above ground might think of us.
Because destroying the Institute, they remove the only reason they exist. Yeah, but at the same time, that kind of, it comes with the ground of it. Like with any group of freedom fighters, once the tyrants are gone, they don't really have a use for being around. That's kind of the point, weirdly enough.
They're scared of you, Sean. Scared of the Institute.
People are always frightened by what they don't understand. Ultimately, the Commonwealth has nothing to fear from us. Whatever you've seen or heard, I know I can convince you of that. Just give me time. What else can I say to ease your mind?
Your mother. She never got to see you grow up.
Yes. What happened to her was... I've gone over the records of the incident, of course. It seems her death was an unfortunate bit of collateral damage.
Collateral damage? Is that all she was to you?
I forget that it's been such a short time for you. I don't have any direct memories. And I've had my entire life to cope with the loss. Has it always been easy? Of course not. But I've done my best to move on and live my life. For many years, I never questioned who my parents were. I accepted my situation, and that was that. With old age comes regret. And asking what if more often. But what matters now is that you and I have a chance to begin again. I know there's more for us to discuss, but the Institute is on the verge of some important breakthroughs. Your presence would be appreciated as we approach them. I've been a part of something amazing here. I've helped to build a life for myself and the people of the Institute. And now, after all these years, you have an opportunity to help with that. Doesn't that intrigue you? Isn't that what you want?
You want me to stay here? In the Institute?
Yes, that is what I propose. Is it so hard to imagine? The Institute can provide a better life than anything above ground. You've been in the Commonwealth. You've seen what it's like. I assure you that you are better off with us.
How can you say that? How can you be so dismissive of all those people? Everything they've done?
Because it is the simple truth. And I believe you know it too. I simply ask that you give the Institute, me, a chance. A chance to show you what I've been telling you. We really do have humanity's best interest at heart. Will you take that chance?
I always side with the Institute and Minutemen. Because if it's gonna be a fascist regime, it's gonna be my fascist regime.
Are you sure you want this?
Yes, I am. It would benefit us both to work together.
These are your people, Phantom. Keep that in mind. Why'd you have to phrase it like that? Why did you have to phrase it like that? The thing is, which are you referring to? The people of the Commonwealth that I've like fucking befriended this whole time? Or the descendants of my fucking son? I met trash. Yeah, I just let him go off. He usually mellows out in like 20 minutes.
I'm sorry. I can't do that.
I'm sorry to hear that. I had certainly hoped we could work together. But every man must make his own decisions. If you choose to leave, I cannot force you to stay. Understand, though, that I cannot allow you to remain within the Institute. You may have safe passage back to the relay, where you will be sent back to the surface. But from that point, you must be considered hostile. I am sorry. I must think first of the safety of the Institute. And in the cruel world that has developed, those who are not with us are against us. The elevator will return you to the relay.
Shoot him on the voice in your head. I don't think you are. And before you do anything. Yeah. You could work with them a bit without fucking things over. How far is a bit, though? Like, how far is a bit realistically? Because if I go past that point, I feel like we're fucking over a lot more. I need specifics on how far a bit is. I need specifics on that. Like 1 or 2 main story quests and a handful of side quests.
Sean, can we talk about this?
Have you reconsidered your decision?
Sean, isn't there some other option? Some other way we can work things out?
You've seen the Commonwealth. You must have some idea of how this world works. You're either with us or you're not. I'm afraid it's that simple.
I said this shit to my parents, it would have been the craziest screaming match of 2024. Fuck 2024, that would have been the craziest screaming match of the AD century. God damn.
I've changed my mind. I'll work with you.
Well, that's good to hear. All right, then. The Institute is now your home, as much as it is mine. Please take some time, get to know it. Meet the people you'll be working with. You'll want to introduce yourself to the division heads. Dr. Fillmore in facilities, Dr. Ayo in SRB, Dr. Holdren in bioscience, and finally Dr. Lee in advanced systems. They've all been notified of your arrival, of course.
If I said that to my parents, I'd be respawning in 5 minutes. If I said that, I'd be on a shirt, honestly.
Sean, about this synth.
You mean the child? It's a fascinating project, really. There are issues to be solved, of course, but we've made remarkable progress.
Why build it to look like you?
We'd advanced the technology behind synths to a point where this struck me as an interesting variation. A new angle.
I am your father.
Myself seemed only natural, what, with the Institute's records on my genetics and physiology. I'll make sure it's brought back online in the near future. You'll have an opportunity to interact with him further. But I'll admit I'm curious. As a parent looking for a child, looking for the younger version of me, what do you think? Do you think you could love him? Like you would a real boy?
My personal take on this. If I was not aware that the guy in front of me that is currently, well, visually 20 years my fucking senior was my child, and I didn't know this was a copy, yes. The fact that, of course you were gonna throw a pipe. The fact that, like, imagine you were in this scenario. You were looking for your kid, you found him, and there's just a younger clone of your child. Would you reasonably be able to raise the clone of your kid, the mechanic clone of your kid, like a robot, knowing that your actual child is in front of you? Like, just off to the left watching this. Like, that, if I was in this situation, I couldn't do it. Because I know this isn't my kid. My kid is the one standing by the door over there. That's my kid. This is a copy. This is like, could you replace your kid with a robot and go on with like a clear conscience? That's not an easy fucking question to answer. That's not a yes or no. I feel like any parent would literally look at you sideways and just go, what the fuck are you asking me? Like, you can't just replace a kid like that. If I didn't know, maybe. But now that I'm aware of this shit, how the fuck am I supposed to ignore my actual child and just raise a copy? This feels like the weirdest fucking, like, I can't imagine someone saying yes to this with no, like just like full on clear conscience. That doesn't feel right. Feels weird.
Seriously? You really believe a human could love a synth?
That's a difficult question. I suppose it depends on how closely we've managed to mimic human behavior and emotions. Yours is a unique position. You may be the only one that's truly able to answer these questions right now. I wouldn't claim to know everything you're feeling, but if in some small way the boy's presence can help, I hope you'll keep an open mind.
Once the Infinite's general being killer is after all killer, continue when it's a reaction gate in a sidelong. Like a more forgotten program is augment a human being as cyborg really for benefits he's received cannot be denied, but really a scientist here cannot care less about enhanced reflex or greater combat superior efficiency. No, the cause of the envy is something more practical, more primal, is enhanced life expectancy. Probably say something like, Sean, my son, I want you to listen very closely to what I'm about to say. I will cause a second, third, fourth, and fifth nuclear apocalypse on the surface for you. If he passes naturally. However unlikely that may be, it's hard to say. It's more than 100 years old. Older, certainly. Many than any other human in the Commonwealth. His complete physiology has been altered. Perhaps he'll make it 150, maybe even 200. Let the petty have their petty jealousies. Kellogg is a living testament to ingenuity and superiority of the Institute. I take no small pleasure in knowing that it must irritate him to no end. Director's code required. Yo can only confirm sightings outside of Vault 111. No, nothing. I've learned valuable things. I'm told Kelv has gone off lag. Strangely, I find myself thinking about Dr. Walker. He said how to help Kellogg, such faith in implants. Could it mean Silver got eliminated project, but nowhere it could have led us. Walker is never shy about his goals. Too many others starting to listen. In the end, I believe I was justified. The Institute is about preserving humanity, not some bizarre amalgamation of biology and technology. Well, but if you put the Institute in the way of the Minutemen, I will personally kill every single member of the Institute you send. Just a full line drawn between father and son. But now that I think about it, I mentioned it earlier, just the idea that you are technically the grandfather to the modern day synth. Like, genetically, you are the grandfather of like all third gen synths, let's say that. If you were to join, let's say, the Brotherhood, you would essentially be the grandfather of the modern day synth trying to destroy his own blood. Is that a pencil? I will take that. We need the lead. Fun fact, there's a side quest Fallout 3 that hints to this game. They just say android instead of synth. Huh. Damn, I can't take a towel. How do you have an office cabinet in your bathroom? Jesus Christ. Separate your work and everything else. Come on, kid. Oh, this is awkward.
Almost done. Just need to tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the phase out on these older models can't come soon enough.
Oh, I don't know. Most of them have lasted long past their projected lifespans. If you ask me, they were built pretty well.
I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Thanks again.
Of course.
escape synth who had their memories wiped and doesn't even know they're synth, but someone from the Institute was sent to bring them back, and there's people from the railroad operating in the same city to try to stop the Institute from doing that. Huh.
Is it true Food Supplement 77 has been discontinued?
That is correct.
That was my favorite one. Can't we keep it a little longer?
I will be happy to forward your request to the Bioscience Division. In the meantime, please feel free to enjoy one of our other nutritious and flavorful food supplements.
I want Supplement 77.
I am sorry, sir, but that supplement is no longer available.
Useless machine.
Used to help the Institute of Railroad.
Hi, how are you?
Hey, Moth, how you doing?
Hey, it's me. So you're the one who sent the encrypted message. How did you even do that? I wasn't sure anyone on the surface would have a chance to crack Trinity. You know, the encryption algorithm.
How you doing?
Named Tinker Tom cracked your encryption.
He must have had some serious hardware to pull that off. Wow, your message was only one word. Friend.
I only have
What
like
did you mean by that?
cans and soda. Hold on. Shit. Maybe. Shit, same. Well, welcome in. You joined in the middle of Fallout playthrough. Currently, we are going through this game where I think we're near the tail end of it. Never played this game, seen a bunch of stuff on it. Yeah, it's kind of probably gonna go for like 30 more minutes, and after that, probably in stream. I only stream for like 3 hours Tuesday and Thursdays. Sometimes on Fridays if I have the time, but mostly Tuesday and Thursday. And right now, I'm going through a bunch of finals in college, so that's fun. He also has some serious hardware. No, not really. He kind of just did it on a computer from like the 50s. It was irradiated and everything too. Like, he did most of it in his head, dog. I'm gonna be real.
The railroad's in the business of helping synths too. That makes us friends.
What? The railroad? As in the railroad? I kept sending synths to the surface hoping someone would help them. I hoped the railroad got to some of them, but I never knew for certain.
You saved a lot of synths.
So much to take in. But wait, with you in the picture, I have this idea. To rescue a lot of synths at once. But we'll need help. Where's he working now? Right. Let's go to the West Atrium. Probably best to talk about something else right now. You know my father thinks it's a living hell on the surface. But that can't be right. Heck, you look positively normal to me.
I mean,
no offense.
To be honest, I'm probably one of the best examples of looking normal. I was on ice for 100 years.
It's actually a decent place to live. But that doesn't mean we shouldn't at least try to help. You know?
Could I walk in front of? Okay, it does speed him up. Cool. Can I help you?
Scanning. Subject identified.
Okay.
C-114. It's me.
Sir, do you require something?
It's okay, Z1. He's a friend. He's with the railroad.
Meeting here is dangerous. And you bring a stranger.
You look normal, sir.
How do I know we can
You look normal. Sir, I'm heavily irradiated. I know these aren't easy to hit, but fucking I would give it a
The
shot.
members of the railroad have dedicated their lives to fight for your freedom.
I thought only Mr. Benet cared.
Huh. Okay.
Your friends actually...
I'm making a lot of these charisma checks, yo.
Z1. He's from the surface.
I've never met another human willing to help. But, sir, we must make this quick.
Right now, how many synths want to escape, Z1?
The ones I know for certain? 13.
That'll take forever. Let's free those 13 all in one go.
I would do anything for my people. But how do we get them to the teleporter? It's no good. The old maintenance tunnels that lead there are always sealed. By the SRB.
If I can find a way to open those doors, Could you get your
13.
water room?
Yes. We'll talk later.
13 whole dudes want a piece out.
A few high security doors, right? Controlled by cutting-edge SRB security tech. Yeah. A head-on hack is the sucker play. So we go at them sideways. You're willing to help, right? I can't do this alone.
Just get off for just 13. They're the certain ones. They're at least likely to rat the rest out. To be honest, hey, at least you won't have a snitch.
Of course I'll help you.
Our core security architecture hasn't fundamentally changed from the old CIT days. The original security program was called Code Defender. Revolutionary stuff. We still have terminals running version 1, mothballed in storage. With some persuasion, I can get an old terminal to interface with the new security terminals. Enough to open doors, at least. Problem is, I can't even crack version 1. So I need a good old-fashioned username and a password. And that's nowhere to be found in the Institute. But if you could get me a pre-war admin password from the surface, I could log right in.
Where would I find that?
Unfortunately, I don't know. The obvious place won't work. The CIT ruins were picked clean years ago, but some of the admins had to live off campus. Ask your friends in the railroad. I need those login credentials.
Oh no, we're not skipping past that. Skipping past what? What do you mean there isn't a username and passwords anymore? I'll just watch you have a full-on mental breakdown. Wait, what the fuck? 11. Oh, dude is just on the bridge. Alright. How the fuck?
It's an honor to have you here, sir.
Nah, this cannot be allowed to stand. Still a floor above me. Christ. I think my son was set up an easier way to meet everybody.
Responsibility to make sure this place runs smoothly.
Doc.
They weren't kidding. You really are here. Well, all right. I'm Allie Fillmore. You can think of me as the Institute's chief engineer. When Father told us about you, I could hardly believe it. You've been through so much, I think most people would have just given up. If you don't mind my asking, what was it that kept you going all that time?
What makes you ask? I'm a complete stranger to you.
I suppose when I heard your story, well, I felt sorry for you. You've suffered more tragedy than any one person deserves. Your whole world is gone. I'm sorry. I know that was a very personal question. Now, I'll give you a quick rundown of the Facilities Division, and then I'll answer any questions you might have afterward. As you might guess, we keep the Institute's mechanical and electrical systems running smoothly. We maintain and upgrade all of the systems that make it
Is that a fucking Corsair that just walked by?
There's a lot of machinery behind these walls that recycles the
There's a Corsair casually side-eyeing me as he walks by, just hitting me with the fucking side eye. Like, what the? Can I help you?
At least as important. So, now that you're here and you've spoken to Father, does that mean you're on board?
You ain't a threat to me, dog. You're the grandfather of Corsairs.
Absolutely.
I don't want to think about that.
Load off Sean's mind. Take your time. Get yourself acquainted. There's a lot to take in. Plenty of things you won't find topside. If there's anything else you'd like to know about the Facilities Division, I'm happy to discuss it.
It must be a challenge to meet the power demands of a place like this.
Absolutely. We scratch and scrape for every precious ounce of voltage that we can. Over the years, we've learned a few tricks that help supplement our power budget. When necessary, we can tap into select sources on the surface. We take only what we need, of course. Fortunately, Advanced Systems is always working on new solutions to generate more energy. It's a good thing, too, because the demand is always increasing. You don't even want to know what a single use of the molecular dematerializer consumes.
I think I got a good idea. I ended up here.
Status. All functions normal.
I thought all the surface people looked like monsters, but you seem pretty normal.
We're just not gonna talk about like the fact that my eyes are glowing with radiation right now. Cool.
Clean floor. Are your visual receptors malfunctioning? Can you not see the grime and dust? Don't make excuses. You're clearly defective, and I intend to report this. Perhaps after you've been disassembled, we can use your components to make something that's actually useful.
Hey, Doc.
You know what happens when people get robots to do all their work? They get fat and lazy, that's what. Real people doing real thinking and real work. That's the future I want.
If that's how you feel, why not leave?
Because we could do so much more. But no, everyone is obsessed with these damn synths. It's wasted potential. That's what it is. In any case, I suppose I should say, welcome. Perhaps a fresh perspective will do some good around here.
It's the most casual, realist racism I've ever heard in the game. Alright, we're just gonna pretend I didn't hear that. For your sake. I see. Yeah, I'm a yeah. Yeah,
Call this a clean floor. Are your visual receptors malfunctioning? Can you not see the grime and dust?
no leaping down for a shortcut. Got it.
I thought all the
Jesus.
surface people look like monsters, but you seem pretty normal.
My eyes are still glowing with radiation.
Is it true Food Supplement 77 has been discontinued? That was my favorite one.
Hey, it's me. So you're the one who sent the encrypted message. How did you even do that?
I did not mean to pull that out.
Surface would have a chance to
I did not mean to pull that out.
You know,
My bad.
the encryption algorithm.
A friend named Tinker.
He must have had.
Uh-huh.
Your message was on.
The railroad.
What?
Uh-huh.
And they gave me a code name too. I kept sending synths. I hoped the.
You saved a lot of synth.
So much with you, but probably better.
I didn't mean to shoot him, I swear. I didn't mean to do that. God damn it. I didn't mean to just fucking put two of them like that. Fucking hell. I did not mean to just shoot him like that. I really didn't. I tried to skip through dialogue, the gun came out, and then just bang.
Tighten up this primary drive servo.
That's the third primary drive breakdown this month. As far as I'm concerned, the Phaedo.
Doc.
Oh,
They weren't kidding.
I don't know.
You really are here.
Most of them have lasted
Right.
When
long
Father
past
told us
projected
about you,
lifespans.
I could hardly believe. If you don't,
Uh-huh.
They were built pretty well.
I just wanted to find my son and keep him safe.
now that you've found him, now, as you might guess, we maintain.
Mhm.
There's a lot of machinery behind the work we do. So,
Absolutely.
take your time.
Uh-huh.
If there's anything else,
Uh-huh. I'd like to know about the...
of course.
Sure.
Dr. Lawrence Higgs is our mechanical engineer. Power distribution is Dr. He coordinates. We also make use of it. I can't argue with that. Even so, I'm ready to see the full Gen 3 roll out.
There we go. All set. Unit, you can return to duty.
Alright, let's save this time and just end stream before I off somebody else by complete accident. Alright. Oh, I know somebody clipped that last bit. That's... Oh, okay. It's so lucky my Twitch crashed and I couldn't clip that shit. I get away with murder. Alright, cool. We're just... Oh, okay. We get away with making that mistake. I get away with that. I get away with it. Thank God. Christ. Alright. Fuck. Alright. We have a bit more to go through. A bit more side quests. A bit more of the main quests. Found our kid. A shit ton older than we thought it was. You went, yeah, shut up, buddy. Bang! I did. I really ain't mean to. I was just skipping through dialogue. The gun was already out, and then just put one through his kidney and just watched him drop. I didn't even think. I was like, the moment the gun went off, my brain just reset and was just like, wait, what the oh no. That is not what I was supposed to do at all. I was not supposed to shoot him like that. I was not supposed to blow his brains out. Oh, Christ. Alright. Well, thank you all for watching. Thank you all for being here. It is really appreciated. EP Moth, thank you for the follow. Welcome in. Hopefully you'll join us on Thursday, 7 p.m. We are going back to Resident Evil 6. I have a friend. I'm dragging him through it. This is, I think, one of the last Resident Evil games I need to play on stream. I just need to play 2 and 3 on stream because I didn't play those on stream, funny enough, even though I had them and I was streaming. Now we know how Phantom feels about the Okay, first of all, stop that. No, I'm not giving you the fucking time of day to do that. No, we're not doing that. I'm stopping you right fucking here. Not doing that. We're not gonna turn me into something I'm not, alright? It was a mistake. I pulled a trigger and a body dropped. It happens. Well, it doesn't happen that often, but it happened to me. Didn't mean to have the gun out, god damn it. Fuck. Anyways. Still feel a little bit weird that they're all made of like my fucking body. It just feels weird. The fucking father of modern synths kills a synth sympathizer. My grandchildren will have no easy way into this world. They'll suffer the same as I have. Alright. But, yes. Thank you for the follow, EP Moth. Hope you enjoy what you saw. Hopefully you come around more often. Now, I gotta go drop a raid on somebody. I'm probably gonna go send it to the guy I'm currently playing Resident Evil with, Aquatico9. Right now, he is streaming in Stars End Time. From what little I know about the game is heavily involved with a time loop dynamic. I know that much. And that's all I really know. So, with that all said, thank you for watching. It is really appreciated. That's the closet, closes the door, pulls that fucking Magnum revolver. Last words, bitch. Alright.
Alright. But, yes, thank you all for watching. I will see each one of you beautiful people on Thursday. This Thursday, actually, DKW. We're going to do that. And then next Thursday, we're going to go back to Resident Evil. If you haven't already, saw in the Discord, in one of the channels, I already tagged audience members. You could vote on what match type you want to be on the show. The winner of said match type will receive a spot in the Cage of Chaos. That's going to be returning for Love and War. But with that all said, thank you all for watching. It is really appreciated. I'll see each one of you beautiful people in the next one. Sayonara.
Understand